Dark Souls. It's good to be back in the Soul Zone.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Tricky to jump right from the Soul Zone to the Adventure Zone, I would guess.
I think you could do it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the best of all possible souls. It's me, Dia. There's Derby. It was just waving at you, and that voice over there is Trevor Strug. Trevor, say hi.
Hi everyone. Hi Dia. Hi Derby. It is lovely to be back. I think I'm used to the somber music now.
Yeah, I am
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't want to get ahead of myself because I know it can surprise me at any time. But I want to say like I wasn't surprised by it this time around.
We have so much Titanite and large Titanite from the last run we were doing.
Yeah, now we don't need them though.
No, we'll never do. We could just start upgrading weapons. Oh right, we sold them all for like incremental bullshit upgrade.
But like I can't even imagine like what would have to go through my mind and where I'd have to be as a person to sell Titanite. It just feels so extravagant.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's a real like kids across the globe are starving and you're throwing away your Titanite kind of moment.
No, it's true. What was that? What was the last time we did? Oh, that's right. I got the Dragon Slayer Great Axe, and I need a slab to +5 it. That's what the deal was there.
Yep, and we killed that armor.
Yeah, we did kill that
used
armor.
Its soul to make that. Yeah, that was cool.
I like how much more does this weigh? Oh no, actually it's roughly the same weight.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually, it's exactly the same weight. Yeah.
That's handy.
Yeah, that's nice. 46 pounds, or 46 equip load, which we'll assume is pounds. I always
why not?
No, it's okay. 20 weight. That's right. 20 weight. There we go. Equip load is
Are we do we think that Dark Souls uses imperial or metric?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I just thought of it and now I'm fascinated by it.
I just love every time Todd makes a new Elder Scrolls or re-releases Skyrim on a new platform. The forums inevitably break out in the fight over how heavy swords should be. And some asshole thinks no, because two great swords and claymores, those should real heavy. Look at them, they're real heavy, and like everyone has to explain to, the new guy, no, homie, they have to be light so you can actually use them.
I love like immersive sim people too, because like the idea of someone making an Elder Scrolls game and then being like, well, if you had this much iron on this kind of sword, it would weigh like an immense amount. It's like, oh my god, like, can we just please not do this? Can we instead just have fun with our game? There's three people in the world who want to have like the hyper realistic weight mod on Skyrim, and they can have it. You know what? It's out there. Download it. But
I mean, the funny thing is, those people always they always guess wrong. They think that like a great sword should weigh so much more, and it's like, no, homie, like go look at a museum. They will tell you how much their swords weigh. Like, they're not that heavy.
Yeah,
a human being had to wield this, not fucking an anime character.
Well, and I think ultimately you're looking at those swords and you're like, oh, this should be heavier, and it's like, yeah, the magical sword that Todd Howard made for you should probably be heavier because it's imaginary and it's magical. Like the ones that are like based off of real swords, yeah, absolutely, they were used by real people. They can't be any heavier.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. No.
I'm trying to remember. We have to go. There's a little spot we got to go to. Because remember, we died here last time.
Yeah, I do.
But we gotta go there. It's not. It's not a big thing to go to, but it is a place we have to go to before we go further to the next spot, because it wraps up this zone quite nicely. And
I love a good wrap up.
It's important.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's an important little spot. And I just have to remember what those guys. There's like another jerk off back in there, I think. I need to not have my binoculars out. Okay, there we go. Let's just do it. YOLO. Oh yeah, there's this asshole.
Oh my, yeah. Oh boy, that is someone who is very very excited about attacking you. I don't think I've ever seen someone with a jump that
Oh yeah,
like at least a
that's-
mob with a jump that excessive.
like yeah, well that's one of the attacks that the great axe gives you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
just
neat.
that guy is so big and so tall that it fucks up, like the animation is just that much more impressive.
I really like it. I mean, as much as I'm sure if playing that guy, I would absolutely hate him very quickly. I would be furious all the time. But listen, otherwise, outside of being extremely mad, I think it's very cool.
It's pointless. It's a liar. Liar ahead, bitches.
I do. I love that you did you didn't leave it, but you did the language that the pen or whatever would allow you to do.
Oh, yeah,
Pointless.
Yeah.
Alas, pointless.
Ooh,
Pointless
I
ahead.
think there's a jerk off over there. Maybe there's more to this than I thought originally.
Anyone who's saying, "Wow, Dia doesn't know the names of these characters," you're wrong. That's actually the name. They're called jerk-offs. Vadi did a whole video on it.
Yeah. Well, and my favorite is Harris Brewis. His video, Dark Souls 3 is full of jerk-offs, and here's why. Where he describes all of the jerk-offs in Dark Souls 3 over 6 hours.
And it's the best 6 hours you're going to spend.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
So there's just jerk off down here. I really, Danni from Range Touch was doing a video series wherein all of the Dark Souls enemies in progression were getting named and rated based on how well they could protect Danny's son, I think was the and they were so funny. I loved them so much, and I'm sad that for obvious reasons that that video series fell off, because that's an undertaking. Jesus Christ.
What a great concept, though. It's such a good I like that concept a lot because it has shades of what makes Clickhole very good.
It's true. It is. It's exactly like that. Kind of taps into that, and in a way that if you're familiar with the Range Touch humor, and if you're watching this, you probably are familiar.
I would assume
with
yes.
Cameron Kunzelman and Danny and Michael and all of them. I don't know how else you would find your way to me otherwise, but it very comports with that sense of humor, and Danny does a masterful job.
I love that.
I will put the link in the
conceptually.
description. Go watch that after you're done with this, because they're fucking funny as hell. The rating on versus how well they can protect Danny's son is just so funny.
I mean, there's no better sort of metric.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like that bridge in Sekiro.
Yeah, there's some Sekiro here. There's some Dark Souls 1 here. There's some Bloodborne. This is very From Software figured out how to make this kind of canopied bridge around with a knight on it that's gonna fuck you up, and they just really are just demonstrating how masterfully they've done it.
They got it, yeah.
on,
Was it
like-
Cameron who wrote that piece about how that knight in Sekiro was thematically Miyazaki saying goodbye to Dark Souls? I forget if that was Cameron or someone else.
I don't remember that piece at all, but
It was a cool piece, actually. I enjoyed it when it came out.
yeah, I don't remember that, but that sounds wild.
It sounds similar to something Cameron's brain would come up with.
Yeah.
But this, yeah, you're right. There's Sekiro here, but there's also it is like where you're in the fireplace in Dark Souls 1, and the demon, the Titanite demon is at the other end of it.
Well, it's also the parish,
Oh,
where
you're
you get all
right.
those,
Oh my
those
gosh.
covered buttressed bridge. But right now, all of the torches along the side are just giving me big Shadowgate vibes. 'Cause I've been thinking about Shadowgate, and I've been thinking about making M play Shadowgate with me after we finish one of our next games. Oh, he's got a race red eye too. That means he's extra beefy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna
I hope
put
it
some
doesn't
shit on
mean that
his
he's.
sword. He's gonna come after me. He's gonna.
I hope it doesn't mean he's infested with the pus of man.
No, it just
No,
means
no, he's not a pus of man guy.
No, it just means he's just a jerk.
Oh, he's serious. Oh my god. Not that serious though.
Fucked you up, homie.
You're
Fucked
done.
you up. You tried to put a charge on me. And this is a very important room.
Ooh.
Do we remember the statue of feet?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We remember the statue of feet with the smashed body and this weird spear with a sword at the tip of it kind of dealy. And
Was that in Anne Orlando? Am I?
that was in Anne Orlando. No, that was in the Undead Parish.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they put it into storage over here.
You know, well, that's the thing, because previously when we saw it, it was on kind of a garden open air platform, right? There was this, you know, little like gazebo, not really gazebo, it was just kind of an like an open air balcony, basically, with some vines and some ivy all around it, and there was lots of hollows around it that were just kind of, they weren't hostile, they were just kind of miserable and like banging their heads against walls and things like that. And that was where we first found the Altar of Sunlight, and now we found it again.
But it seems real broken now.
Praise the sun. Well, it's always been broken. That's the thing, because this was.
Is that true? It was never intact. It was this.
It was
broken?
always this. Yes, this is like.
Wow.
You know,
okay. I have a false memory of it being more intact. That is my fault.
I think it was more put to, like, kind of clumped together. I don't.
Okay, that could be it.
It's been.
And, I mean, listen, you're right on this one. This is something I'm very willing to say is a false memory on my part.
It's been many hours since Dark Souls.
It's
one.
It's been a while. Yeah.
We've got some sunlight medals. We're gonna offer those up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't think we get anything. Our Covenant Allegiance is deepened.
Well, that's good.
But we can, no sunlight medal. You can leave. That is the thing, is that you need to do the sunlight. You need to co-op as a sunlight bro. But I think the thing is, we've already had the we've been a member of the Warrior of Sunlight.
That was the whole time we have been. Yeah, we've never changed covenants.
But we've never it's not until now that we get to like meet the altar, right? We found the medallion on a body that was broken on a rack in the undead village.
You know what I really like about the this choice, right, is, again, like, the game is in many ways about fan service, like we've talked about over and over again. But I like that they give you the sort of like hint of the Altar of Sunlight, and then the only place you really get it, you get the corpuscular rays and all. It's neat. It, like, you know, it obviously has pride of place, but like it's just in a room. Like it's not in an important place. You could miss it completely, and I really like that. I like that it has been, you know, it's there, but it's not central.
No, it's interesting because like there's kind of a whole series of contradictions around it, right? It's not central. It's over here. There's a weird shortcut door to it that we can only get to after we, you know, get here, and then there's a kind of a weird trial, but it's not really that much of a trial. It's, you know, two hollows with crossbows and and one of the big guys, like, early enemies, right? And then
Right.
there's this, but then we get this big red-eyed knight that's guarding the entrance to it, which is like a
Yeah.
weird thing, right? Like, because the Warriors of Sunlight, they're very welcoming. They're about, jolly cooperation and
Right.
helping people out. And yet here we have it completely guarded off. It's blocked off. Someone has put it in this room, and it's not that it's not like a warehouse, right? It's got a window. It's got these like benches and chairs around it. It's not.
You're right. It's not a storeroom. It feels like a storeroom because it's in the back here, but it's a place to gather almost.
But it also is kind of a storeroom, like it's a very weird little room that has one door is this wooden door that's locked off that kind of goes to this big courtyard over there, but it's locked. It doesn't open from that side. And then over here we have this really elaborate walkway that only goes to this room.
Right.
It's
I think like this was one of those times where I mean in Dark Souls this happens a lot, I feel, where like you can make one of two mistakes, and the one mistake is assuming every single thing has meaning in Dark Souls, which is like kind of the mistake that we get with lore channels and stuff. And I give Vadi a hard time because I think the name Vadi Vidya is very silly. But I mean, if anyone's going to be able to do it, like it's someone who takes it that seriously. And I don't hate Vadi's work at all. Like I think it's kind of interesting if you're into that kind of thing. It's not my preferred way of intervening in the game, but that's okay. But I do think that can lead to you taking everything seriously. Like, oh, everything here is meaningful, and I think that is silly because it's a whole team. Not everything can be meaningful. Some of the stuff is just aesthetic, or sort of they're making some sort of choice in the moment or whatever. But I also think the other mistake you can make playing Dark Souls is to assume that everything is meaningless, right? Like to look at it and be like, so they just put that there because they needed a place for the altar of sunlight or whatever. And I think there's something very meaningful about having the pomp and circumstance of the whole thing, and just like the almost a dead end essentially.
And it gives us lots of questions. Like, okay, it's on a rug. The rug is dilapidated. It's completely fallen apart. There's another rug thrown in front of it. This rug is completely mildewed and rotten and been worn clean. It's more of a tarp than a rug. Honestly, it might have been a tarp and not a rug at all.
It looks like an oil skin for sure.
Yeah, like there are tiles that have been ripped up. Like it's doing all kinds of weird stuff over here, and yet it has been placed on a little area rug. It's set under this window that's shining down on it.
Yeah, it's clear. It's not just tossed into a corner. It is in a corner, but it hasn't been tossed there.
Mm-hmm. No, it's been deliberately placed. It's in a place of prominence in the room. It's interesting that there are chandeliers in here. One of them is lit. The other ones aren't, but okay, sure.
Why
it's
not?
got this weird walkway that comes into it. Like,
listen, chandelier oil does not grow on trees.
And yet, it's guarded by one of the knights, by a big motherfucker. And it's locked off on the other side. So it just gives us, it's just a neat way of setting up a room full of questions to think about. Well, what do the people of Lothric? Because this is Lothric Castle. This isn't, Lord Dran. This guy's existed since before Lord Dran.
Right. Absolutely.
What is all that? What does it all mean, Trevor? And
we
don't get answers, but it's just kind of, it's there to make you stop and go, huh, that's neat. Wonder what we can ask ourselves about this. And that's the thing. It's fun to ask yourself about things and then just kind of play around with it. That's all.
Right. And that's like, I think ultimately that's why someone like Vadi, again, like I give Vadi a hard time because I think it's funny, but I get why that is something that people like. It's just, that's the reason it doesn't appeal to me in the same way, is that I don't necessarily need someone to be like, and the whole point of this is that it's, this son of Gwyn, and we've gone through the metadata and stuff. That could be really interesting. And Sophie Pillbeam does interesting stuff with that. But I don't know. Like I kind of like thinking about stuff and then not having an answer. It's just always been a favorite thing of mine.
Well, it's like I don't have an anxiety that needs to be resolved through a solution to these narrative questions. You know, like I don't. When I have I don't think I really get an anxiety about things, like the narrative questions. Sometimes I do. Sometimes they kind of make me, they will stick with me in a way that will be frustrating or enervating, and I'll just not stop thinking about them. But generally speaking, I don't have the anxiety that needs this to be resolved for me. And so
Right.
I think a lot of people expect that anxiety to be resolved. That's a liar ahead. Yeah. Liar. Bad.
I think part of that has to do, and I mean this is going to sound trite, but I think it's true. If you're seriously into literary, I won't say it's because you were an English major. I'll say it's because you could do literary criticism well. Like I think if you're seriously into literary criticism, at a certain point you encounter things in text, like and sometimes in like the most important texts, that you're like, okay, I don't know, like I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean from the author's point of view, and no one has like a particularly good take, but like on some level that makes it better. It's like the Roland Barthes book, Camera Lucida. Have you read that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I figured. I thought we had talked about it before, and it's very, very sort of famous. I assumed you had, but I didn't want to assume you had. I wanted to ask. But at the end of it, basically, it's about cameras for anyone who hasn't read it. But at the end of the book, Bart has been using this picture of his mother to make a point the whole time in it. At the end of the book, he's like, I could show you the picture of my mother. I could absolutely show you this picture. He's like, I'm not gonna though. And he basically, he one of the things he's really interested in is the punctum, which is like the emotional heart of a photo that essentially like hits a reader or a viewer differently every single time, and it's going to be very individual. And he says, you'll never understand this photo the way I will because the punctum is so different. And I think like on some level, that's a concept that you either are going to feel kind of like, I don't know, maybe a little morose, or maybe a little like sentimental about, but ultimately accept that like, yeah, there's some things we don't know because they involve a kind of emotional complexity that isn't easily deduced, or you're not going to feel good about that. And I think if you don't feel good about that, some of this stuff in Dark Souls kind of demands, a solution, even if it is or is not the right one. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
As long as it's something, people will be happy with it.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. When did they get the Ring of Favor and not put it on?
It's a great question. That's feels like one we should have been wearing.
It's not as good as the Ring of Favor and Protect. It's not as good as the FAP ring, as we used to call it. A ring symbolizing the favor of the goddess Fina, whose fateful beauty is mentioned in legend. True to her fickle nature of Fina's favor, her ring increases max HP, stamina, and maximum equip load. I don't know why that's true to...
Why?
That doesn't make sense to me, fickle? But...
Feels like that's just nice.
I like that the ring has slowly kind of eroded in value over the years. It's fun.
They nerfed the ring.
They did.
That's what's fickle.
They fucking nerfed the ring, which is great.
Yeah, it's the fickle nature of patch development cycles.
And here is another bonfire within mere feet of the last one.
Just
you can see the old bonfire from the new bonfire.
That's a pretty funny one.
It's really funny.
I like all the bonfires, like becoming more and more. Like I think it's nice that there's more bonfires, not less. But that is very funny.
Yeah. And this bonfire is here because the Grand Archives key is here.
Ooh, I know who lives there.
Do you?
The Duke. Well, the Duke doesn't live there anymore, I guess.
No, because it's the Grand Archives, not the Duke's Grand Archives now.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know who
Ah,
lives in the Grand
like the
Archives.
Ring of Favor and Protection, it's lost some of its name, but it's also got these weird statues. It's got this guy who's just kind of
I like him.
her. I can't tell.
Her?
Titties,
I
titties
have
are
no
just
idea.
draping. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell these days.
Just like a truly modern problem that,
Then
that
we
we all
got
understand.
we have
We all know
the weird
problem.
Framps.
I love the weird Framps. I gotta see more Framps. I'm
Well-
telling you, they're like
well, they're-
these
they're-
Framps are giving me life.
And here's kind of a king. He looks like a chess piece king. He doesn't look like the
Yeah.
way we don't think of kings in Dark Souls this way, which is the interesting thing about this guy's existence, because he looks like he came out of like an asset shop, like an Eastern European asset
Oh
shop.
yeah, that has paradox written all over.
Now,
it.
yeah,
Like,
this is like some Czech company that's making a paradox style game about like
Yes.
11th century Poland. And
Yes, no, exactly.
that is this king.
It has big. You read about Charlemagne.
It
vibes.
really does. Like seriously. It's even got kind of those like the gemstones where they're kind of like, they weren't into like, everything was round and circular and just kind of blobby, and because it was the shape that like the perfection of this shape was what was God's truth or whatever the fuck. I can't remember the deal with it.
Old art is so weird. I'm sorry, art historians, but old art is so weird.
It's always just funny to me when people see like early medieval crowns, and it's like it's covered in these garbage stones that are just kind of round and they're not lustrous, and it's like, no, because it was more important to shape it into this like perfect ovoid, rather than it being a faceted gem, because one, they didn't really know much about faceting at that point, but also this was like their kind of religious thing. Was
Yeah, God wouldn't like that.
God wanted you to make it smooth and spherical.
God loves a sphere. It also just like I feel like if you aren't, and like a lot of people aren't, and nor necessarily should they be, but if you aren't familiar with like art prior to them discovering perspective, and that includes, I mean, on some level that includes like jeweling and sculpting, because like, if you don't have the idea of like the vanishing point in art, you do lose some necessary imaginative vistas. Everything was just a lot simpler, a lot flatter.
No, I love the, perspective based on like, figurative importance rather than, like actual like, visual perspective.
Distance.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's just like,
it's the
no, this
best.
guy's big because he's the fucking, important figure in this painting. That's great.
It's really good. Honestly, like if you ever find yourself in Florida, for any reason, the museum that has Michelangelo. Oh, the Grand Archives key has been used. Michelangelo's David has a bunch of 12th century art as well, just hanging around there for whatever reason. Because I guess like ultimately
They own it.
you can, yeah. I mean, like
That's what it's like.
everyone's coming for David, but you gotta display something else. And it's like it actually is really cool. Like I genuinely enjoyed looking at it because it's so different from anything that you're gonna see otherwise. Like it's a completely different way of understanding just the world.
No, it's really good, and like it's really I'm gonna say it's really important to get a better understanding of like Dark Souls. Truly,
No, it's
like
true.
I can make so many arguments and connections to, like 10th century or 11th century like paintings and things like that. The tempera painting, of kings and battles and things like that, all very much figure into the way Dark Souls presents itself, and the evolution of time and space in Dark Souls. This is not a medieval library at all.
No. This no, it is not. This is
this is
this
not-
is like a Victorian library,
Yeah,
maybe
no.
Edwardian.
Yeah, this is a library that, like, the Victorians, the Victorian Gothics thought about and like flipped out about. Oh shit!
Oh, is that
Look-
Seath?
No, it's a crystal sage.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
is. I'm just used to that big blasting crystal being from our buddy Seath.
Yeah, no, this is a crystal sage, who is
Whoa, whoa.
disappeared.
That was some bloodborne shit right there.
That was some bloodborne shit right there. That was the crystal sages. Oh god, you can shoot me through the ceiling? No. Okay, yeah, fuck off. You can't do that.
extremely OP.
You're not allowed to do that. This has got the Elden Ring all over it, baby.
Yes, it does.
This is. I
Someone,
do
someone Miyazaki was thinking about Elden Ring a lot while he went.
Like,
I'm gonna make a game that's all this.
it is really funny, like the things where Elden Ring shows up and all that stuff. I forget how I get over to you to kill you. Oh right. There's all sorts of stuff to do in this.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
This place is crazy.
This place is bonkers.
Little no,
Yeah.
Grey Rat, no.
Grey Rat, no. Yeah, this is a Titanite chunk. Lots of
Okay.
chunks here. There's a body there. Okay, not this way. But yeah, so there's a crystal sage is here, and oh, no, don't no. But they're shooting stuff down at us, and there's books everywhere, and it's just a fun, weird zone to just kind of pop into, and I don't remember how to get up from here.
It has to be somewhere,
There's
right?
there's got to be something. There's got to be
Maybe an elevator of some sort.
an elevator or a
Well, that's where we came in from, right?
yeah.
What about to your right? Oh no, this is new,
Nope, that's not it.
but not helpful though.
Nope.
Through there, maybe.
Well, that's we went there. This is
Oh, you're right. That's where we saw Grey Rat.
yeah.
Not actually Grey Rat.
Not actually
wanna-
Grey Rat.
I just
Yes.
mourn him.
I know. We all miss Grey Rat. Rip. Rip to a real one. Nothing back that way. Is there a lever or something? No. Oh, Jesus. I love
right.
that I just simply don't remember. Which is a fun feeling.
Well, you have such a good memory. It doesn't seem like something that would happen a lot for you.
Such a good memory. God.
I always mock Kristen because I have a much better memory than her. It's one of the only things that I clear on consistently is memory. But I think I'll say, as someone who recognizes game, you have a better memory than me.
Oh, no? Not there. Not there. Yeah, I know. I know you're up there. I get it.
What's that?
Well, that's nothing. That's just,
Oh, that's just down.
yeah.
It's not very helpful. Real Umberto Eco library going on here.
Um,
Is there? Can you like hit that?
that's just- No. Well, come back down here so I can kill you at least.
That would be nice.
Like, yeah, like seriously, come on, let's. Yeah, see, I broke your shit. What do you think about that?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Can't like wheel this, can I? No. There's no pushing it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
No, that's not a lever. If there's something super obvious, I'm gonna be all stupid as hell.
Okay. So, I mean, first it says you have to kill the crystal sage, which, I mean, I'm not sure how we do that now.
I was gonna say, how do I do that?
They said that you can equip your weapon with poison or curse and that, or toxic, and kill them that way. But I mean, that seems ridiculous. Oh my. It does say if you. Okay, so head left, kill it. There's a Titanite chunk. Drop down. There's the crystal lizard. Did you find the soul of the crestfallen knight yet?
No.
Okay, so maybe go by the crystal lizard. I think there might be a staircase we missed.
Okay, that's it. That's what I was wondering. 'Cause, like, I feel like there's.
Because the only thing that what's her face drops is Okay, yeah, they're.
Oh wait! This is new.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. I just wasn't in the right. Okay, here we go. I kept thinking that was just took me back to where I was previously, not.
Yep, same here. Yeah, me too.
Beanpole required.
Pull required ahead.
Good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so there we go. That was just disoriented and. Oh yes, these guys.
Oh, that's why the Fextra Life thing said cover your head in wax.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going to happen there. He's burning. That's cool.
Yeah, he's burning.
Candlehead. I like it.
And so here is this giant pit of wax where dudes have been dipping their fucking heads in wax, and we get the
you can do it.
Dunk head in wax.
Whoa.
And we get all these seats, but this is where we get this dude from. Now
the wax guy.
We finally
right.
understand what that sculpture is about. It's about dunking our head in wax.
I don't even know why I felt like I needed to ask if you were going to dunk your head in wax.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to dunk our head in wax. And we
get
a little.
Great.
The thing that I love about this is that you get a little wick at the top of your thing.
You get a candle at the top?
Yeah, you get a little wick at the top, which is like kind of a weird thing because it's like, why? You know, like, why do we get
completely rules?
Why do we get a wick out of nowhere? But yeah.
Oh, this is an interesting room.
This room seems like it sucks.
Do you have your torch still?
I do. It's too bad I can't just lay my
Crystal
head.
lizard.
Where?
To your right.
Oh. Oh shit!
Yeah, ghost.
I forgot about the fucking arms.
They're like Beetlejuice arms.
It's a book though. You can see like.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking.
That's cool. Crystal lizard.
I'm used to my downward swing, not. Got to use my my R2 now instead of my
Right,
R1.
yeah, because you're one-handing. Yeah. A floating book.
I think these things can curse you.
I mean, if anything could.
But I think part of the deal is like with the wax head thing, that prevents curse.
Ooh.
Is the deal there?
Don't make it too cool. Waxhead prevents curse.
I think that's the deal.
Plus, it's a cheap solution to Derby's extreme hollowing.
Yeah. The paraffin dip is really good for your skin. If you're not familiar, like I really recommend it. Titanite scale. Yeah, wow.
I have to start trying to use with that caffeine cream under my eyes because I want to try and wear contacts again periodically, and bags under my eyes from staying up late are unsightly.
Oh, well,
Skincare is important.
it is. You can also just use a cold pack. They make the ones that are shaped like like little eye
Eye patches?
masks. Yeah.
Eye masks. Oh.
Yeah, they make little cold eye masks. You can just put them over your eyes and 15 minutes on, and you're good to go.
I like that advice a lot. Someone I asked the advice of just laughed at me and said, "Good luck trying to find something that works," because they know a lot. They weren't being mean, but it was more like they know a lot about trying to get skincare to work.
Yeah,
I get that it's mercurial.
It is. Like, these things are tricky, and it's frustrating.
Oh, so you can get cursed, but it's far less.
Okay, yeah. Because those guys curse you real fast. I remember previously having to deal with.
She straight up pushed you off the diving board. It's like it's a real tough love.
God, this is so hard my first time through with my fucking straight sword build. Jesus. I didn't know what I was doing, and I had a straight sword build, and of course, like, dunk my head in wax.
Oh, does the wax wear off?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think you could eventually lose it if you did hit too much or something like that. There's like some deals with it. Okay.
Gotta find that stupid crystal sage.
She's right over there.
She's clipping through the the environment. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, this should be
Now you're
our
screwed.
solution. Oh shit. Oof. What the fuck, bitch?
Did she die?
No.
Oh,
Got
that's
like
so
one
brutal.
hit. That was my fault. I kept letting her just kind of wail on me. Okay, you're over there now. How do I get over there?
Is there?
I see. I think.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. No. What about the other way? There was a staircase the other way.
Nope. That's not where I want to go. Damn, running out of Estus flask.
If you climb the stairs, was there another path up there that you could have taken? Oh, I'm sorry, climb the ladder. Is there another path that you could have taken up there?
There might be, but... Go here. Oh, wait, is this... Kick ladder. There we go.
Ooh, a shortcut.
Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Come back out here. There's the
It's a rough thing for the poor crystal sage that in order to cast any spell she has to go ooh. really gives away her location quite badly.
I like the way that they make weird moany sounds though. Like,
it is cool.
They're
yeah,
like they're a good. It's a good weird sound. Okay, I can't get there from over here, so I guess I gotta go up this way. Okay, those guys.
Oh my god. This is so ridiculous.
Yeah, this zone is like, Miyazaki, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, is it a required zone? Do you have to do this? This feels secondary on some level, but
I think it is required, actually.
oh wow.
Yeah, no, because to get to the okay.
Miyazaki, Dia has a heart condition. You should have been
It's
nicer
true.
about this. So rude. Yes.
Phew.
Oh, that was masterful.
I don't know about masterful, but we got the job done.
Oh, come on. You handled that like a champ.
I lost my
We
wax.
Lost our wax.
Shit. Now we gotta watch out for bookshelves.
How are there no signs around saying beware bookshelf? Alright. Moral of the story is I guess we can't kill those books.
No, I don't think you can.
I guess they're just environmental, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there's... because this is the Duke's archives, there is a weapon here that you can get, that you could get previously in the Duke's Grand Archives. Yeah, that's Soulstream. That's a spell. But there's actually there's a weapon, a famous one, that is a jacked up crossbow, basically.
Oh, that is a famous one.
Called the Avalon. And it's somewhere in here, and I don't remember where it is. And we might find the secret door to it. We might not. Dia has a heart condition.
Dia has a heart condition, everyone.
Is it back here? No, it's not back here. So we'll see. I think that's just a room where you can kill the Outrider Knight, actually. It does give you a nice little bit of respite from all this other bullshit. You know what? I'm going to use... Oh, I can't. Oh, am I already embered, actually?
You are already embered up.
Wow. Yeah. Wild.
Well, she only has that one more hit to go.
I know. I'm just looking to see what my situation is here. What we got going on.
If you're worried about finding the Avalon, because you're thinking, oh, this is just going to have such a cool...
Derby is not an Avalon user, so I'm not that concerned about it in that regard. Yeah. But
I was gonna say if you were worried that it had cool lore or something, no, it doesn't.
It extremely doesn't.
Yeah, the coolest thing about it is that it bears a resemblance to a musical instrument.
Yeah.
I mean, and it does.
Yeah, the Avalon is neat. Derby's never gonna use it because Derby's not an Avalon person. Shriveling stone, back over there, but haha, mind hiding in the stacks. Okay, there you are. Oh. Fuck off.
Take that, big hat.
Forever. Crystal scroll.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Whew. You have 91,000 souls.
Jesus. 9,100 or 91,000. Yeah. Jesus.
Yep. So what's your plan? We're gonna keep going, or do you want to go back to sell our souls?
Dude, this is what we're gonna do. This is we're doing the classic move of
Who are you putting the resurrection ring on?
The big fucking sacrifice on bitches.
Yes, let's go.
Because no,
love it. We're not losing 91,000 souls.
I'm not losing 91,000 souls. Are you fucking kidding me? That's at least 2 levels.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to Em the other day how you know, our level where we're at versus like the kind of build that I want to achieve, you know, with Derby ultimately is is this the, no, this isn't the, no.
It's very dusty down here.
Yeah, this is not the shortcut that I was thinking it. Oh no, because that shortcut actually is for the next zone, I thought, actually. Yeah. What's this?
Oh yeah, pull the lever.
What does this do? Oh, this is for the, this takes us to the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a shortcut to the beginning again. That's nice. That's a really nice shortcut.
That's a very nice shortcut. Okay. I was like, I know there's a shortcut there, and I know there's a shortcut to another place that both involve elevators, that both involve quaint devices.
What's your observation that Derby needs more levels?
It was that like they're like, you know, really, because I think like we're at what? We're level 83, so level 83, and like the meta for this game is like 120, and that's kind of like where the builds really started to come together for strength and things like that. And I was just like, God, that's so many soul levels from now. And I was just like, I don't know if like, do I just use a trainer? Do I grind like off screen?
Off air.
Just because like, I mean, like, you know, we could do an episode where I grind for 2 hours, but I don't like, we could sell it, but I feel
we absolutely could sell it. We've sold worse.
Yeah, I also just feel like, I don't know that I want to do that at this point in like playing Dark Souls with you.
I think the only time I've ever enjoyed grinding too has been in like, and Dark Souls is one of them, but like you have to get kind of in a flow state for it to make it fun. Mm-hmm. And like, I feel like if you have to talk, it's never going to be that.
Yeah.
Ow! Stop it.
God, all these fucking hands just on the books on the fucking floor.
This is what happens when you don't clean up your books.
Yeah, no, seriously. You guys, you gotta clean.
If you're listening, you're looking around your room, there's a bunch of books on the floor, you got a DeLillo hanging out there or something, it's gonna grab you.
Got DeLillo hanging out.
It's gonna grab you and tell you about systems theory.
DeLillo's gonna grab you and tell you about systems theory. God.
It's gonna
That's
happen.
my nightmare.
Oh.
I can't with DeLillo. Like, it's just, I just associate DeLillo so strongly with like my terrible ex, who
fair,
who like didn't even really know how to read DeLillo, and it was just kind of like,
it's the worst kind of DeLillo fan.
It was just like, it was just like, you're so hardcore into DeLillo, you have no idea what he's actually even like talking about.
Look at that guy.
This is that, yeah.
He's got a ball. He likes that ball.
What is that ball? Is that ball made out of? They can't tell what that ball is made out of. But damn, those are some feet. Look at those toes, those gnarly ass toes.
Yeah, they're long.
Does he have got that scales? Weird fake beard. He's got like, well, he's got.
Or is it feathers?
I think it's feathers. I think those are, you know, yeah, he's feathery. He's a feathery king. He's kind of all over the place. Who is this feathered king?
I don't know, but I like him a lot.
Yeah, I have no idea what this feathered king. That's fucking weird, man. I have one Estus flask left. And actually, I don't really have a whole lot of health. I took a big chunk of it at least.
You got the sacrifice ring.
It's interesting. They don't let you use embers as healing items if you're already embered.
Yeah. Is this the first game that doesn't let you do that?
I guess so.
Because you could always chomp humanity.
I definitely chomped humanity to save myself. Okay. Well, YOLO. Oh shit.
Not with the sacrifice ring. It isn't YOLO.
Yeah. Oh shit. What the fuck? What is?
Oh.
I'm like, oh, well, there we go.
Boy, oh boy.
Damn.
That's why you dip your head in wax.
I've been like just playing Grand Blue all week, which is like the most chill ass tappy mobile
wait.
game.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened?
We have 0 souls and the ring didn't break. What? What the heck?
Is it because of curse?
That is.
Is it because of the curse?
You can get up there again. I know you
can get up there again, but
again.
also Jesus Christ.
That is
Video game.
That is some bullshit right there.
That is some bullshit.
Wow.
Holy shit. Y'all. Fuck you, buddy. Don't come at me with that shit on fire and stuff.
Grand Blue is a much different game than this. I will.
Yeah, wow.
Whoa, that is a. Who knew that?
Motherfucker. Okay. Oh fuck. I don't remember.
Yeah, will not take any effect from death by curse.
That's so fucking wild, and I had no idea. Okay, so
really
I gotta run up
interesting.
here. It's up here and through here, I think is the deal.
Yep.
Don't you do that shit at me.
And are your souls like to your right now, like in those stacks?
I got a scholar robe.
Or are they
It
up
wasn't
another
up
floor?
here, right? Because I went. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I think they're down in those
they're
stacks.
down in that
there.
stacks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
Just don't go in from the. Don't take your immediate left because that's where all the hands are.
Yeah, that's where all the hands are. I need to. Oh, they're right under his fucking feet. Okay.
See, it was a good idea because now you have 104,000.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do though? Now I'm gonna warp back.
I was gonna say if you're planning on continuing on at this point,
No,
I have to say
I'm
I
not
don't
pressing forward. Okay.
I don't see it on this one.
Oh God, what a time!
Welcome home.
Man, everyone who
Ashes.
knew that would happen was just
Very
like,
well.
do they know?
Then touch the pig. No.
No, they didn't know.
We
At
didn't
no
know.
point did
no.
he know that. Fuck.
Well, because dying by curse is the worst already.
All right.
Oh, love
38
that.
strength. We love to see it.
We might even have a third level in us if we eat souls.
Okay, so let's see. I need 43.5.
No, maybe not. That's a lot.
Let's see what I got.
Farewell, Ashen Mason.
But like for the weight and the number of like the point spread I like it's like, you know, like 120 is like kind of where ideally I think I'd want to be.
Yeah, that makes
before
sense.
like going like, and like we're really close to the DLC, honestly.
And the DLC is not going.
Oh wait,
to be
here we go.
kind
No, we
to
totally
us.
got it.
Oh, sweet.
Boom.
Ashen 1.
Welcome. Very well. Then
All right.
take
Well, that's 3 quick souls.
Yeah, there we go.
Or 3 quick levels, rather.
Because we've almost got strength at 40. But like I think ideally, because there's part of me that's thinking about bringing Faith back in. We're not sold on it yet, but we're thinking about it. Derby and I are communing, thinking about Faith, thinking about
We know. Yeah.
thinking about where Derby's been, where Derby's going, and all of that.
You are the. I mean, you are the Oracle of Apollo when it comes to Derby.
I guess I am.
You are. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all, you know, enjoy thinking about your predictions and understandings of the gods, but only you know for sure.
Ashen 1.
Okay.
Ashen one.
That guy left. We should read. Actually, we picked up some things. We should read them.
We picked up the crystal scroll.
Yeah, that's how I was like. What did we picked up? Crystal scroll. Secret crystal scroll of the Grand Archives of Lothric. So these are now the Grand Archives of Lothric.
Okay.
Yeah. Give to a sorcerer to learn crystal sorceries. These sorceries are the work of the Pale Drake, Seath the Scaleless, whom Logan is said to have met. A branch of sorcery that has been carried on by the Crystal Sages. We also have Logan's Scroll, which is the court sorcery uses scroll to claim heirship to Logan's legacy. Though how that claim stands close for scrutiny is another story. So these two are very fun together.
I like the Logan scroll because it's basically like this scroll is kind of a scroll for charlatans.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sort of what Logan is, a little bit.
So we've got these like weird dragon slaying, miracles.
Odd.
Miracle used by warriors of sunlight, hurls a lightning spear.
Well, sure, that's a classic, right?
Lost dragon slaying miracle lightning stake. This tale describes the lost practices of ancient dragon slayers who found that in order to pierce dragon scale, lightning should not be hurled as a bolt, but rather be thrust as a stake directly into the dragon's hide to be truly effective. Which is funny because if we remember our Dark Souls 1 introduction video,
and I don't.
They motherfuckers were absolutely just chucking them like javelins.
Yeah, they had to learn that was not effective. And did it kill the dragon? I don't think so.
Let's see. Miracle allegedly wielded by a certain dragon slayer knight in the Age of Gods. Reinforces right weapon with lightning. Tales of dragon slayers are now a rare thing, told only in fragments and whispers in remote regions. It's interesting that dragon slayers have gone away.
Yes, it is interesting. Well, in the same way that dragons have. We saw the dragons before, but they were puppets. They were long dead.
Yeah, I guess they were.
Every game has had like a live dragon thus far, except this one.
Well, we've had dragons.
Yeah, but they were.
We have one on Lothric. We get the big fire-breathing drake on Lothric, and then we get the two wyverns on the bridge.
I mean, do we count the wyverns on the bridge though?
I think
because they were just. I mean, they're not alive.
Well, they're not alive. Yes, they are animated by the passive man at that point. But the wyvern.
I guess you're right about the one in Lothric.
The wyvern, the one in Lothric, on the wall is absolutely alive, and
I forgot about that one because I wasn't.
Cranky, he's a cranky little bitch, but he's alive.
That's what being old's all about.
Ooh, almost died there.
It's not as big a deal though because
not as big a deal because we sold the souls, baby. We don't need that shit no more.
That's right. Yep.
Get this fat ring back on. Get our stamina going. Woo! Stamina. We love stamina.
We do love stamina.
We do love stamina.
There's
don't actually.
Not to like.
I don't actually. It's funny because I actually don't believe that much in stamina in Dark Souls because I'm like, you get two swings at absolute best. If you're swinging more than that, you're being an asshole. And I mean, admittedly,
that's not untrue.
I am uniformly an asshole. Like the way I just decided to just take all of those hits and then do this in front of all of those guys. And aha, I'm up here, bitches. Oh, what are you? Who are you? And why are you shooting shit at me? Is there anything up here? No, I don't think so.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh,
the Derby
Jesus.
Story.
Oh, shit. Derby, don't drink that many. Fucking Christ.
Got a mind of her own.
I just was like slamming the button. I was so paranoid when I saw that one little sliver of hell. Let's open this and hope it's not a mimic. It's not a mimic. It's Titanite Scale. 3 Titanite Scale. So much Titanite
That's
Scale.
not like you to just
I don't know
hope.
what I do with all this Titanite Scale. I do not remember what Titanite Scale upgrades.
This is just like now you're becoming and both are, at least I am thinking about these becoming like the boomer or not the boomer, the I don't know, whatever you call the greatest generation when you're not calling them the greatest generation, who lived through the Depression, who's like, I know I have 7 toasters, but you don't just throw away a toaster.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep all of those
It's a little
Titanite
short
slabs
ladder.
in the basement. What if someone in the family needs a Titanite slab? You never know.
You never know.
And now you don't have to buy one.
Yeah.
Andre is a nice guy, but he, pretty expensive.
He's not gonna give me that shit for free.
That's right.
So he's got these weird claws. It's funny because he's in kind of the pose that like those weird motherfuckers that drag you to Anne Orlando. The first.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of
You're
in that.
right.
And like it's a classic gargoyle pose, but he's in that kind of pose. He's got kind of a friendly David the Gnome sort of face though. It's not like he's not like a terrible jerk off looking kind of king.
It's been a long time since I thought about David the Gnome.
I think about David the Gnome all the time. That was my favorite fucking show. I
liked
watched
it
David.
too, no.
I watched David the Gnome, and then I fucking watched Father Dowling Mysteries like back to back, bitches.
Father
I
Dowling
was
rocks.
all in
What a
on
good show.
what's his face.
Tom Bosley.
Tom Bosley, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Bosley rocks. Rocked.
This one's
Rest in
interesting
peace.
because he's got a torso here, and he's got this kind of
He's
weird.
coming out of the wall.
He's coming out of the wall. His wings more? No, I guess they're the same amount. They just because of his posture, he is more in this kind of state of like ecstasy.
He looks real pleased with himself.
He looks real pleased with
It is-
himself. He's got this torch, and he has this kind of Grand Herald sort of feel to him, and yet he's a king.
Yeah, I appreciate too that he has the that we sort of get like the slightly more avant-garde method of representation here of him coming out of the wall, which is really like, it's not an easy thing to do necessarily, to jump to that. I admire whoever made that piece of art for taking a chance.
Yeah. No, it is interesting because that's a weird decision, and it's like that's the one. I don't see any other ones. Do you see any?
No, they could only get away with one.
Like
their boss was like,
and it's kind
"Don't
of in
fuck
this
around."
weird spot where like what is the point of it? That I don't know, but it's cool.
It's really cool.
This feels like bad shit's gonna happen as soon as I walk over here, but I guess we'll walk over there.
I don't think you're.
Oh,
in
there's
any luck
a
for that.
we could hop down. No, we
Can
can't
you?
hop down there. There's no way to hop down there.
It feels like one of those things where you look at it and you're like, I definitely. Can hop
This
down
feels
there.
bad. Oh, this was.
Oh
it's-
my! Yikes!
Oh Jesus!
Whoa! This is some like getting attacked by someone who was airbrushed onto a guitar over here. There we go.
Okay, that's one down. I bet there's a second one.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. If I was Miyazaki, I would make it so that a second one came up here as soon as you killed that first one.
What a funny idea. Well, maybe.
Uh,
You never know, I guess.
I guess not. I guess I'm a bigger asshole. I have become a bigger asshole than Hidetaka Miyazaki in the course of playing Dark Souls. I've just gotten too good at Dark Souls is what it is.
That's the journey.
I didn't completely lose my composure fighting that gargoyle. I killed it. I remember now the first time I saw that, I ran.
I mean, yeah, I would.
I was like, I've got a straight sword build. I am not fucking fighting this thing. Oh, look, it's another one of those guys. The storytellers.
Ooh.
And some
I like this.
Corvians.
I mean, I don't like the storytellers. They're very tricky to beat, but I like them in a kind of conceptual way.
This is interesting to see the storytellers here. It's
And
also
they are
interesting
telling stories.
Because they're telling whatever stories they're telling. I don't know what these guys are down here. They've got those sick daggers. I wish this game like rewarded dagger use more so that you could get away with using those sick daggers, because those daggers are sick as hell. If I was playing Final Fantasy 14, I'd be like, I want those daggers on my fucking rogue. I'm not gonna wear my fucking ninja crystal. I'm staying as a rogue. Fuck you. For the longest time, I could not convince Sarah to go and level Bard. I was like, you got to put your crystal on. And Sarah would be like, no. And I'm like, no, you have to put the crystal on. It is, you are not, you have abilities that you can't use. And they're like, I picked I picked Archer because I wanted to play an Archer. I didn't want to play a fucking Bard. And I was like, I really truly respect that. However,
you are really hurting yourself here. I will often go into dungeons in 14 if I'm not paying attention, and it's happened a number of times where I'm because I main monk and I go in as pugilist, and it's just like, and they're just like, is there a pugilist in this level 70 extreme trial? Like, yes, there is.
Well, and it's funny because like they have to make the armor that's like, you know, kind of like that's cross, you know, it's not like cross class necessarily, but you know, like it spans the range of like your ability, so it doesn't completely fuck you up if you are changing classes around and moving your stuff around and stuff like that.
Right.
But then in doing so, that means, oh god, fuck this asshole. I remember this guy.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Yeah, there's another asshole up here.
There's the second guy.
Yeah. And that's what Miyazaki gets you.
Slander. Ooh.
Where are we? Bro.
You're in the liminal zone.
Like we were, for a bit there I was unsure if that was, oh yeah, fuck you buddy. I killed your ass.
Yeah, that was.
You died in space.
Was dominant.
Damn. Yeah, you died in fucking space, motherfucker. What? Okay. That I think is actually it for up here.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, it's not. Miyazaki got me.
The third one. That's why it's Dark Souls 3.
Damn. Down you go.
It is wild to have a crystal lizard up here.
Gargoyle flame hammer. Not using it, but I got it. And that's how you know I killed that motherfucker.
It's a trophy.
Yep. God damn. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
This whole area is a mess.
This area is a mess. This area is really fun because it's like Miyazaki's like, this is my last run for you. Like I gotta get you. All right.
Let's see what you do with this.
Yeah, like it's just I gotta get you, and it's like, okay, you're gonna try and get me. All right, so there's shit down there. If I jump down there, I don't know that I can get back up here. There's some Corvians down there.
And the storyteller.
And a storyteller. Well, yeah, he's a Corvian. He's a Corvian storyteller.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right there. They're not.
There's this over here, which I can hop down there. I can't get back up here. And so then there's this up here.
There's that crystal lizard that I believe is still alive.
No, I killed him all.
Oh, that one's dead? I thought I saw him. Dead. I thought I saw him crawling
double
around
drops
during the boss fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my mistake.
No, it's all good. They don't ever despawn, which is like...
It's very funny.
They're in such a hurry to get out of here when you like, you know, run after them. But once they're dead, they're just kind of like, we'll just stick around forever.
They're just playing possum. It's good.
Yeah. Okay, what is over this way? This... Okay, I can drop down over there. That way, it looks like I can keep... I can run back through this zone if I drop over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop over here and see what's...
I mean, it's a roof zone, so you have to drop at some point.
Yeah, this is... Oh, god damn it, it's a fucking one.
A fourth one? I thought it was 3 because of Dark Souls 3. Got me again. The master has got me once again.
Oh no, there are 2 here.
Oh no. Well, now they're just a normal enemy. Now they're not even special.
Where'd he go? Oh, did he roll off and die?
Seems
he killed himself.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry. Bye, bro. Okay. Jesus Christ, Miyazaki. Okay, I guess that was Miyazaki being like, you thought you were a bigger asshole than me because you played so much of my game, and him telling me I'm not.
Yeah,
because I would not have thought to do that. That actually, I don't know. Can I drop down there? That doesn't. That feels very questionable. I think I'd rather go do the other side first.
Yeah, I think you might die if you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just kind of. Because
you're right.
There's a lot over here.
Doesn't feel like the drop they want you to do.
First, I think, or well, actually, is this a drop that I can even do? Let's find out. Huh. Okay, that one I can do. Oh wait, is this where I came through? Yeah, this is where I came through. Because then I went down this ladder and moved over here. And we walked this way, and then down over here is the Corvian. All right. So, do we think? So there's this Corvian courtyard, so we're calling it, or there is the one that's up. There's the walkway over here.
Okay.
Which one do you think? You can call it.
Corvian Courtyard.
Corvian Courtyard it is.
I'm gonna say Corvian Courtyard. Yeah, I mean, both seem really great.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, but if I had to choose, and I do.
Yeah, you did. You chose.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I chose poorly.
No, you chose right. That was just. I got massacred. I thought I was so baller there, and I was not.
That was wild. Those Corvians were not messing around right there.
Yeah. Damn, I don't remember.
They were like, oh, you think we're easy because we were from earlier on in the game.
Yeah, they really, they just like, you get that dagger in you and just boom.
Yeah, you're toast.
Okay. I have to remember how to get back up there now.
That is the problem with roof zones. That is my one major complaint with them.
I mean, I can get back there. I don't remember how to get to the roof, I guess. Oh, wait, no, actually, yeah, I do. It's not that bad. It's just through that. I just don't go. Yeah. Okay, that's not so bad. This isn't a bad run.
Nice. Okay.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I could be very wrong. There was a time in Delaware I drove like all the way to like Annapolis instead of like northern Delaware. So
you're blessed with the same
I have
pristine sense of direction that I am.
Impeccable sense of direction. You have no idea.
My dad, I got mine from my dad, who one time famously, we were coming back from like outside of Baltimore, like it was Olney, right around Olney, Maryland, if anyone is familiar with that. And we were going to Pennsylvania, we were going back home. And he decided that a good way to do that, to go from Baltimore to Philadelphia, was to go by way of Harrisburg. He really thought he worked it out to do a really good trick. And it's not a good trick. Turned out that is a terrible way to go.
Oh, no, they're just always here, Trevor.
Well, I told you, they're normal enemies.
They're just normal enemies now.
There are 5 of them, they're normal enemies now.
Oh.
Oh. Now, if they weren't normal enemies, you wouldn't have been able to do that, which is I've gotten the chance to do that.
Hey, I do that to Morgoth like 5 times a day.
You're just going in and killing Morgoth 5 times a day.
Just over and over again, just killing Morgoth. That's right. All right, I can do this exactly the way I did it before, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Ah, they're swarming again.
Jesus. They swarm so fast. That's incredible.
That is
I lost 40,000
impressive work
souls.
by the Corvids. Jeez, 40,000?
Yeah, it was 40,000 souls.
Yikes.
It was a lot of souls.
Oh boy.
I should have done that, but you know. Should have at least tapped that retrieve souls button real fast, but I didn't. I was giving myself the benefit of confidence.
Yeah, confidence is good, but it also kills for sure.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try the other. I'm gonna try the other platform for a minute there.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Just gonna take a minute. Honestly, it's funny because I could drop down at any other point and like probably lure them over with one at a time or something. You know, like there's any other number of ways I could handle that situation, but I just keep insisting on doing it the way I was doing it.
Well, now it's an issue of pride.
I mean,
rightfully so.
All right. Let's. I mean, the ring where I take like 20% more damage is probably not doing me any favors there, but you know.
But that's the cool ring.
It is the cool ring. All
That's the ring that you wear to show that you're really cool.
But the thing that I really wonder is like, what is even actually, Trevor?
Mm-hmm. There they are. There are your souls. Because you were wearing the sacrifice ring, Dia. I didn't want to say anything because I thought that you were wearing the sacrifice ring and therefore would be able to maybe retrieve your souls, but I didn't want to get your hopes up.
No, I was not wearing the sacrifice ring.
You weren't?
No.
Oh. Well, then you can get those like 3 souls.
It's 10,000.
Okay, that's not bad at all then.
Just throwing fire bombs because like, why are they making like they're making like?
I hate that. I really don't like that
like
sound they're
weird,
making.
terrible. Whatchamacallit, Doctor Who opening.
Yeah, like Daleks
sounds.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad sounds.
Yeah, it's really that kind of like it's. Ugh.
It's that weird like metallic distortion at the end there that like really just like damn.
What an awful sound. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Storyteller's still alive though.
That's okay. I don't care about poison.
I just wanted you to know.
Oh shit, no, that guy. Problem though.
Oh.
Whew. Okay.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Souls retrieved.
You were right. It was 10,000.
Yeah.
We're halfway home.
Okay. Now what's over this way? Oh, there's so much fucking.
There's a lot of roofs.
There's a lot of roofs going on out here.
Putting the terracotta man
What's this?
and his kids through college.
A hollow gem. Yeah, that's nothing. And what's out here? Oh, look at this. Oh.
Oh my!
God,
what's
this
over
is
here?
really. I don't think Oh wait, did we fight this man? No, we didn't fight this man before. This is another man.
No.
This is another man on a weird. Huh. Well, let's go down here. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. I don't think actually putting anything on my sword is going to help me here. I think I just need to kill him.
You got this.
Oh, son of a bitch.
We're not so different, you and I.
Oh, we have fun here.
We have so much fun here. It's true.
Okay. Well, I have gotten my vengeance from the Corvians, so I don't
Never
need to
have to
fight
go
them.
down there ever again. Yeah.
Well, I do have to go down there because there's a whole passageway down there, Trevor.
That's true. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was just thinking of the guy, but yeah, you're right. There's
No,
no
I gotta go fight
passageway.
that. I gotta go fight that knight. I gotta go through that tunnel, but I don't have to fight the Corvians to do that. I don't think. I think I can just jump down and just not deal with them.
Famous last words. I'm really looking forward to the Corvians chasing you all the way to that guy.
I am too. Oh, son of a
That's gonna be
Okay,
gonna
that's
be
fine.
really exciting.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun here. I mean, at this point, I've lost souls. I lost 40,000 souls. I'm like, that was
Yeah,
like
it's more of an academic question at this point. It's
it was like 5/6
so
of a level, I think, that I just lost. So it was just like one of those things where it's just like, whatever.
mistakes were made.
Yeah.
It's really funny because you only had that one death earlier, but now you're up to 4 as a result of our experiments with the Corvians.
I really only had one death before?
Yep.
You're
You
kidding
died.
me.
Oh yeah, you died to curse. That's it.
Wow. Look at this jerk off over there. Oh, hey, look, my souls are right here. So that's pretty cool.
Grab 'em.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's a thoughtful thing they did.
Yeah, it's a thoughtful thing. I don't think he's resistant to lightning. Let's find out. Oh, he's pretty resistant to lightning. He seems pretty pissed off now. Go back to where you were. Go back to where you were.
Return to what you were doing.
Where did you go? Homie,
No attention to the derby behind the.
where did you go? Oh, there he is. He's right down there. I don't think I can get him
Watch
from
his
here.
glowing eyes. His glistering eye down there.
Let's see if he will go reset himself. I think he might. I think he's resetting himself. Dumbass.
You shouldn't have done that. Resetting yourself. What an idiot.
Yeah, he got his leggings in a chunk.
That's nice that you got his leggings.
I got
That's
his
pretty
leggings.
cool.
Yeah, I got his leggings in a chunk. He's just kind of looking out at the castle and stuff. What's back here? Look at this weird.
I am very excited to know what's in this passageway.
I am too, because like that's some. Oh. Huh.
Oh, some noises.
It's a lever that I can just
Is it
pull.
Is someone snoring?
Oh. Scholar ray.
Oh, okay. You know, it sounded like someone snoring, and immediately I thought that it was Framped. I was so hoping we'd see our friend. But he's long dead.
Okay, so I think we've been up this way before. We just opened a secret passage over here.
Okay.
Here's a ladder.
I mean, not a bad secret passage.
No. I think. Yeah, because we're in here, and then here's a ladder that I don't remember ever climbing.
I think that's the one you kicked down earlier.
Oh, is that the one I kicked?
I think.
Okay. And this is that room. Okay. I don't remember how to get back up though. Yeah, I know, guys. I know.
Curse.
I guess I can drop down over here. Yeah, because then this. No, that's how I got out here. I go up over here. And then. Huh. Yo, don't shoot me in the back. Oh, there's a crystal lizard, but I don't really. I'm gonna jump over there. There's a weird thing over there. There's the milky spot.
Ooh.
There's that asshole over there who shoot shit at me.
Yeah, you should just calm down. You're
should-
surveying the area.
Yeah, be chill, my homie.
Yeah, let us rest for a second and survey
Okay,
the area.
this is the ladder. Okay, so this is where I want to go. Okay. It just, it's hard getting your bearings in places.
It is. It is. It just is.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Okay. So we did that far end with the Corvians. We went through that little tunnel. Blah 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 blah.
There was that other way. Is
There's
that
the other
still
side.
another way? Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, because there's that whole side over there.
Yeah, I don't think we secretly like worked through that necessarily.
I don't think there's actually anything down there. I think that's just a roof.
Is that dressing?
I think it might just be.
I think you might be right. Because it doesn't appear to be anything.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to run past this guy.
Oh no!
Run past him, and run over here, and then jump
Watch
down over
out,
here.
Turvy.
Titanate chunk. What do you know? You gonna come over here, homie? You want to try something? You want to try
I like
something?
him perching there.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a second guy. One of the reaching out with the torch guys.
One right out of that wall. Oh, right in the middle of art appreciation. That's so...
Right? What a jerk off. He doesn't like...
I thought we were both just contemplating the same statue and then boom, this happens.
What should you get for that? You get staggered,
That's right.
and then you get riposted. Oh, there's another fucking asshole. Yeah.
He put cold and lightning on
It
his
was
sword?
like cold lightning he put on that shit. Yeah.
Oof. That's serious right there.
Okay.
Guy meant you harm.
Oh, now we're in like a weird rampart, or the catwalk kind of part of this thing.
Once again, messy books.
Yeah, really.
Just gotta do better, guys.
I love when these dudes drop down like in fucking Alien, and like they like intentionally give you that like that shit, like it's just
Yeah,
like you get
it's
to
so
you get to
funny.
see them like flop down like that, and it's like just goddamn Miyazaki. I know what you're doing,
Sometimes-
but you're also cold about it. Fucking
That's why he's the master.
murderous motherfucker. Oh, this is interesting. So you think this is... Yeah, this is where when I fought the 5 gargoyles. Undead bone shard, hell yeah, bitches.
Ooh, we like that.
An ember. Should use that ember. Oh no, I'm already embered. Okay, never mind. But like, see, this is where up there was the gargoyles, and we could have jumped down here. And if we run around, is there anything running around here?
Oh yeah, this is
Nothing.
what we were looking at.
Okay,
You're
so-
right.
So now we've done all that bullshit.
We did everything.
Well, we didn't fully jump down that one Corvian path, but I feel confident that we kind of accomplished.
I feel like we
Oh, and now we can just zip right up here.
another shortcut.
Another shortcut. This is. I like that they really maximize the what Dark Souls is for the Duke's Archives. Like that feels good.
Now, I guess I'm wondering why, like what about this was required? Because this doesn't seem to path out to anything that's new, unless I'm completely mistaken.
We will find out.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I love to find.
I'm pretty sure we find out.
Did we read the Crystal Scroll? Oh yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we read the
Of
Crystal
course,
Scroll.
That's the Sorry, I forgot that the scrolls are
Yeah.
that you give to learn spells. I
Yeah,
thought it
we
was
give 'em
a
to learn spells
plot
and-
device. There's some guy praying.
So there was this big courtyard over here. We get some kings. There's a waxy man. There's
Who now we respect. Now I respect the waxy.
we respect the
choice.
waxy man. Here's a note. Dark spirit ahead.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that note.
No, there are some dark spirits ahead actually, and we do not have. I put the ring on because I know the dark spirits are ahead, and this is a move that Miyazaki decided to pull extensively in like the most jerk off fashion. And
I like the wax on that guy because it looks like it was blown on by a fan.
like, and it's like it's wax, right? Like I think, or no, it is the sculpture. Yeah, he's like the Maxell guy.
Yeah.
He's the
He
Waxell
is
guy.
like the Max. Ah, yes, there we go.
All right, so we
Oh,
get these
that's good.
dudes over here, and these 3 dudes all want to fight.
And they're all good.
Like they're all pretty good. We killed this
Is
one.
this one of those instances where it's like, are they always the same, or is it?
It's always the same. Yeah, these
okay,
3
I didn't know
are.
if it was like player builds or
No,
whatever.
these 3 are NPCs that are. I don't.
It's interesting that
think
you
they
have
come
Estus
back.
flasks.
Yeah.
Nice dodge, sorcerer. Wow.
We actually, when she was an invader not too long ago, and we killed her on the bridge. Or she was at the top of a ledge, I think, I feel.
The guy you just killed is definitely like that one dude from Mortal Kombat with the hat.
Sage's crystal staff. Alright, so Crestfallen Knight, and they all drop things. So the
good.
Onakiri and the Ubadachi, and then what did you drop, my guy? The Golden Wing Crest Shield.
Crest shield. All right.
Okay, so those are
cool.
3 NPCs. And they're like they're Miyazaki's adventuring party. He loves his little adventuring party. You know.
Wait, no, I don't think I know.
Yeah. Well, like in Dark Souls 1, and you go into the forest.
Oh.
Where the cat is, and you can join the little forest coven, and you have the knight, and you have like the fighter and the thief and the magic user, and
I see
the
what you're saying.
cleric.
Yeah.
He
How
loves
Miyazaki
he
loves
loves to make
his-
his little item required ahead. So to speak, I did it. You don't deserve this.
Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought it was some story of like he had a D&D group and like puts them in every game, which
I mean, I'm sure Miyazaki
He's
has a
also-
weird little D&D group, and I'm sure he would love to be able to tell the story of how he had a D&D group and he puts them in every game.
yeah. I mean, listen, I thought that because it's if Hidetaka Miyazaki is doing one thing, it is that thing.
Yes. And so here we go. And now we're back here. And there is our final
What?
big
A whole
shortcut.
loop?
Yep, our whole loop.
Unbelievable.
We didn't get the
Look at
Avalon. I'm
that.
not going back in for it. I don't care. But that is enough of the Grand Archives. I am.
Wow. You must be spent.
I feel pretty good actually, but
Well, that's great.
we're gonna go back to Firelink Shrine. We got some things to read. We got a bunch of souls to spend.
I mean, Miyazaki threw his worst at you.
That is like I think that is like that's one of the grinding loops that people do is like they just do the big run through that and you get like 3 levels out of
Welcome
it
home,
for
Yeah.
half an hour's worth of work. Or it's kind of the deal.
Very well, then take nourishment from.
It's not bad, no. But I also at the same time just don't ever really want to do it.
Oh, yeah, you're not interested in grinding.
I'm not
Yeah,
interested in
I get
grinding
that.
at this age in my life. So there we go. There's 40 strength. We actually need 42
Wow.
strength, I think, is the soft cap.
Farewell, Mace.
Beyond that, it's about being able to use a weapon. We actually can probably...
Is there any weapon that is beyond
40 strength?
What's the high?
Welcome home.
Is there a 50 strength
I
weapon?
think there are
Very
definitely
well.
some
Then touch
shields, I
taken.
think, that take like 60. Like there's some
Oh,
there are some
that's funny.
bonkers stat requirements in this game. So yeah, 41. But like, see, that doesn't give us a power up for the damage anymore.
Interesting.
I think we have to get to 42 and then we get one. I think 42 is actually the cap on damage. I'm not sure, but we're gonna do 40 for now, I think, and we're gonna put the rest into vitality.
Wonderful.
Farewell.
Unless I read something in between, and I'm like, oh wait, no, actually, we need more. we need more stats.
You and your reading.
I know. Sometimes
Nothing
you,
good comes from
Sometimes
it.
you look at things and you go, oh hey, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
This is why I've pledged to never learn anything again.
The winged night leggings. What are those like? Oh, they make you kind of stonky. Look at those feet.
Yeah.
Those stonky feet.
Donk, donk, donk,
Outrider
donk,
night
donk.
leggings. I forgot we got the Outrider set. They've got like those cool, weird, like
Ooh,
jousting
those
feet.
are cool. Yeah, look at that.
We should probably
Like
read.
you're like a member of the Pony Express or something.
The knights were given the eyes of the pontiff, but the eyes transformed them into savage, raving warriors who only knew how to serve as mindless guards.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame.
The Pontiff guy, he was up to no good.
Yeah, no, the pontiff kind of sucks. What is this? Oh, it's Shadow Leggings. I don't remember reading the Shadow set. Black cloth leggings worn by spooks from an eastern land sacrifices defense for greater mobility. Someone really used that localization.
It's I can't decide if I find it ridiculous that they just went and used a word that a lot of people can recognize as a slur, or that they really thought it would be really good to like say like, oh, they're scary, so
It's really funny.
spooks.
Sarah and I used to watch back when I first had the TV, and I got one of those little like $5 antenna, like HD antennas at like Rite Aid one.
Nice, yes.
Just to see, I was like, let's just see, and I hooked it up, and we got like these really great local channels, but we got one channel called like we got like we got like local NBC and ABC because we were right next to the networks, like
Sure, of course, you're right.
NBC is in Comcast Tower, and ABC was like right down the block. And so we got those like really crystal clear, and then we also got this channel called Movies, and they would do a Sunday night noir, and they would just play like they would like run like 4 or 5 noir movies from like
That's fun.
7 p.m. until like 5 a.m.
Wow.
and we would watch them until we fell asleep basically. But one of the ones they were showing one night, and I don't remember what it was, but it was it was a movie that was starring the woman who my mother was named after.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can't remember the actress's name, but her first name is Linda.
Okay.
And she had like one of those like tortured, alcoholic, dated the wrong guys, pursued
of
married
course.
men who promised they'd leave their wives for her and didn't. Just kind of that kind of gal.
Classic blunders.
Yeah,
From a noir
But
heroine.
my grandmother named my mom after her. Just like damn grandma. But
That's brutal.
at one point, the one guy goes to a psychic, and he's like, I've never been to one of these spook shows before. And he's like, you're gonna do that weird spook magic, and you can't spook me. And every time he said spook, the closed captioning censored it. because it just understood that like sometimes a lot of times this context is used, it is a slur and not like ghost.
Well, yeah, you're not like there's very few people who are out there saying like spook and thinking like it means like a spooky guy or a spirit or something like that. That's a bit archaic at this point.
Yeah, no, I still remember when they had to change. They're using the instance they're using here is the same reason that the BBC show Spooks had to change its name to MI5 in America.
Of course.
Yeah.
That I never actually knew that. I've seen MI5 on like my various Brit boxes and such, but I've never watched it. Had I known it was Spooks, I might have.
It's kind of good. I mean, I enjoyed at least the first like couple seasons were pretty fun.
Listen, you're talking to someone who, when I made fun of my daughter for watching awful, god awful like Schneider versus Nickelodeon stuff all the time, she, a 9-year-old, came back at me and said like, well, you only watch one thing and it's like British mysteries. It's like, well,
I started watching.
You got me there.
I started watching Whitechapel, which is an extremely like 2004 BBC murder mystery series about what if there was a copycat. What if there was a copycat Jack the Ripper in White Castle in Whitechapel in the aughts, and it's extremely
what if it was
the
in
aughts.
White Castle? That rocks. I wanna
Jack the
watch
Ripper goes
that
to
right
White
now.
Castle.
Jack the Ripper goes to White Castle, and it's just like, you know what? This is something that I can get behind. I should kind of chill out. If the world can create something like this, why do I feel the need to destroy?
Yeah. So we were referring to spies here. Sacrifice greater defense for mobility. It is weird that they chose to use that word. The late King Osiris was obsessed by dragons to the extent that he would later be known as the Consumed King, because he was consumed by his obsession for dragons. That's why he was called the Consumed King. They didn't call him the Dragon King. They didn't call him the fucking obsessed king. They called him the Consumed King.
That must have smarted.
Countless assassins were sent to end his reign, but none returned.
Wow.
That's kind of wild.
So
we don't really get movement against kingdoms so much in Dark Souls. Not movement against the major kingdoms. You know, like King Osiris is a king of Lothric, right? Like he is.
Yeah, no, he's serious. Yeah.
He's a real fucking king by the game standards. You know, he is a central figure. So you don't usually get, random empire, like random kingdoms and stuff like that, moving against political, taking kind of violent political action against other nations.
I guess it's because all the kings in Dark Souls could just kill all the assassins that come after them.
Yeah.
Wow, some real Fidel Castro luck going on there for Osiris.
Oh, that's interesting. Leggings of the Silver Knights allegiant to the royals of old. It is said that even after the family's passing, the knights continued to watch over their manor and the ruined cathedral.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
so that's
cool.
those are Lothric knights.
They sure are.
Yeah.
They're very loyal.
Or not Lothric knights. The knights of Lordra. They're Gwyn's buddies. Court Sorcerer. Did we read the Court Sorcerer's bands? There are many sorcerers who claim heirship to the great sage Big Hat Logan, and the profane capital houses one or two of the leading schools. Or one of two leading schools. I wonder what the other leading school of... Oh, it must be the Crystal Sages.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would, that
makes sense. Deacon Skirt. We knew about those guys. Skirt of Prayer. Oh wait, this is Prince Lothric's skirt. The prince, destined to be a Lord of Cinder, was cherished by the royal family, despite being born into illness, a frail and shriveled child. His swaddling clothes were made of aged, coarse cloth used in ancient prayer, and are all that he has ever worn. Well, now he's naked.
Yeah,
because we have his skirt.
I feel like that just sounds like our friend who looks at our souls.
Yeah, he does sound kind of like that, but that guy was burned up.
Yeah, true. Very true. Actually.
Prince Lothric is interesting because he's got this skirt of prayer, which is a skirt. A skirt is traditionally the way we would read a skirt would be a feminine gendered garment, and he is a prince who was born frail and ill into the royal family. But he was cherished by the royal family, and is a prince, not raised as a girl like Gwendolyn.
Right.
So it's interesting that we have kind of the Lothric family just kind of views him as just a sickly boy child, whereas Gwendolyn was raised as a girl because he was sickly and pale and raised born under the moon or whatever.
Yeah, Gwen's kind of a big time asshole.
Yeah, Gwen is kind of a big time asshole.
I think the story of Dark Souls is how you should definitely not think Gwen is the good guy.
Yeah. So here we go. This is interesting because we've had this for a minute now. Attire of the painting guardians, whose forms are described in the mythology of heretics. Slightly white, soft waistcloth that is resistant to magic. The hunchback teller of ancient tales describes unwanted souls who are unwelcome across the lands and are eventually drawn into a cold, painted world. The hunchback teller being the storytellers, because they're hunched over.
Right.
But it's interesting. I like the description of who the painting guardians whose forms are described in the mythology of heretics.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
They're talked about in the mythology of people who go into the painted world, because the painted world is kind of a prison for heretics or dangerous
or unwanted people.
Yeah, the unwanted, the dangerous, like Priscilla, the half-breed princess who was born with the power of the life hunt scythe, which could kill gods.
Right. I find it really... I really like that in Dark Souls, the idea of a prison is similar to the idea of a prison that you get in thinking about the way the British treated Australia. And obviously, Dark Souls has no understanding of indigenous people, which is probably to its detriment. But the idea of just a place you put everything that you don't want, the idea of what would it be exile, the idea of exile being something that is akin to prison. It's a very old European way of thinking about imprisonment. That I find really interesting that it's they layer in so well here.
Yeah, it's banishing someone to to Melba, or the far north, the Arctic, the Siberia. No,
I always thought Elba sounded like a nice place to live, though.
Elba sounds like a pretty good time. If we weren't being poisoned by arsenic, it would. You could probably have a good time there. Though honestly, if you're being slowly poisoned with arsenic, maybe just stay there.
Does arsenic taste like anything good? I know cyanide tastes like almonds, right?
Yeah, I don't know what arsenic tastes like. But apparently, you don't know it.
It's fine. Just get a little sick and tired, just like you do when you get old.
Right. You just
chill out.
What was it? This is interesting. The winged knight leggings. Armor of the winged knights who swore themselves to the angels.
Wow.
The angels. That's an interesting. Worship of the divine messengers was viewed as heresy in Lothric and unrecognized by any of the 3 pillars of rule. This is believed to be why Gertrude, the heavenly daughter, was imprisoned in the lofty cell of the Grand Archives.
Oh.
Gertrude, the heavenly daughter.
Could that have been the crystal sage we saw?
I don't think so. We have not encountered Gertrude or the remains of Gertrude or whatever. We have not. We have yet to encounter Gertrude, and I'm very interested in that because I don't remember the deal with Gertrude, but I like the idea of Gertrude as a divine messenger. The winged knights swear themselves to the angels. We've seen these weird feathered, winged, like kind of heralds around. These winged knights are around, but despite the fact that they're viewed as heresy in Lothric, there's still knights that are hanging around Lothric.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like one of those heresies that that even though it's declared a heresy, still kind of seeps into the water supply, so to speak. Like I don't know, like kind of what happens in like Rhode Island, right? Like or in the creation of Rhode Island, where it's like you upset people so much that at some point someone has to leave and go to a different state. But it's like it's in there. It can be yelled at and decried all at once, but people are sort of with abandon still engaging in it.
Yeah. So these are the Lothric Knight leggings. Strong seal leggings have a bit scratched. The Knight has served as one of the 3 pillars since ancient times and shares
so
place
that's one of them.
alongside the Wyverns as a symbol of Lothric. Only those possessing a knight's resolve are fit to wear this garment. Okay, so we get the knights are a pillar. The winged knights are not a pillar.
Right, the winged knights are heretical.
Yeah, they're unrecognized. Do you have anything else? It's guardian, court sorcerer. No, this is all. Hood of prayer. No, just Prince Lothric's hood. Pontiff knight armor. I don't think. No, nothing new there. Oh, this is interesting. The scholars of the Grand Archive, sorcerers by craft, tend to their candles with a reverence that exceeds the simple burden of labor. They know dangers of the archive's store of knowledge all too well.
It's a very funny one because it really is the kind of like goofy Twilight Zone kind of thing of like the danger of the study, and it's the fact that books will grab you. It's very funny. I like that a lot.
The books are cursed, and they'll grab you and curse you. Like it's very funny. I don't think we have anything else that's super interesting here. But we do have a ring to look at. So we have the Knight's Ring. In Lothric, the Knight has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule, and thus were allowed to rear dragons.
Oh.
Okay, so the Knights
different.
are fucking dragon knights. And then we have a
them.
scholar. A ring engraved with a portrait of a scholar. Increased intelligence. He's got his wax on his face. In Lothric, the scholars have long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule and is therefore master of the Grand Archives.
Okay.
And this is in portrait of the High Priestess. We have not met a High Priestess. In Lothric, the High Priestess has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule. The High Priestess also served as the prince's wet nurse.
So in Lothric, the 3 pillars are intelligence, faith, which is also kind of like nurturing, and martial law. Interesting.
Yeah, so the knight, the scholar, and the priestess are the...
Well, as you say, Miyazaki loves his dungeon parties.
In his later years, Osiris became fascinated with dragons. After going mad, he was more commonly known as the Consume King. Many assassins were dispatched to Maine, but never returned.
Oh, see, we could have gotten all the lore so much quicker.
We could have gotten all the lore right there, yeah. The Ring of Flynn. Flynn, the eulogized thief. Flynn fought with the wind on his side and was a hero among the weak and poor, yet even his admirers knew that it was little more than an idyllic fable. Rip to Flynn.
That's a shame.
Okay. That's Aldridge Ruby. Yeah, we read that. God, Aldridge, fucking weirdo. Okay. So I think that catches us all up. We didn't pick up any weird weapons, did we? We picked up the Gothard twin swords.
Yeah.
The hunters known as the king. Oh, that's right. We do pick up some weapons. The hunters known as the king's black hands wielded paired weapons. These belong to Gothard. who fled the castle. Gothard rose quickly through the knighthood, no surprise to those who have witnessed his swordsmanship. Yeah, so okay.
I
Then
mean,
we got,
yeah, it sounds like he's good at it.
we got the Onakiri and the Ubadachi. The hunters, known as the King's Black Hands, wielded paired weapons. These belongs to Kamui, who looked after the prince. Kamui brought Onakiri with him to the undead settlement, where he forged Ubadachi, and was finally prepared to join the ranks of the royal hunters. So
Kamui also murdered a lot of people. We know about that from the silver case.
Lothric spear knights are known for their steadfastness, and this spear boosts the poise of its wielder. Okay.
Makes sense.
Court sorceress? No, Sage's crystal staff. Crystal catalyst presented as a gift by the crystal sages to their favorite pupil, Crimehilda.
I really like that there's just a favorite pupil. Like, I was like, oh, it's like a every year kind of. It's like, no, it's just for Crimehilda.
Yeah, it's just for Crimehilda. Crimehild. Creamhild. I don't know. Pronounce it however you want. It's not said. Crystal spheres devour the will of the user, and this staff increases the potency of sorceries at the cost of increased FP consumption for skills.
Seems kind of rude to give it to your favorite student if it's going to consume them. But...
Well, it just consumes their will, and like after you just rest a little bit.
I guess that's
you
fair.
drink some Estus flask and you're fine.
I'm a little worried that the crystal sages are engaging in some graduate student overwork.
They might be.
I mean,
no one in Dark Souls is good and okay. So why should their grad students be? So this is a blue knight's shield engraved with a golden wing crest. This shield is exceptional amongst the enchanted blue shields. Not only does it boast high magic absorption, but also enables its wielder to parry spells. This is the sixth shield.
That's a fun concept.
Yeah, like it's a pretty good time.
Parrying spells.
You can fucking parry spells. It's kind of neat. So there's
it's an odd one though, because if you parry the spell and you can't then do a backstab if the caster's far away, right? Like,
no, it's true, but you can. I think you can kind of parry the spell back at them.
Oh wow!
At least in some instances, I think. But also, it just means not getting hit by a spell at all. Like you can just parry that shit.
Well, yeah, that's great, and I mean, I'm sure for PvP, that's quite helpful.
I think it does. I think it does still count, and like you can run up and get a stab in.
Do people use that in PvP? Is that a build? People...
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't risk it. Like it's like that seems like just kind of like asking for trouble trying to parry spells in PvP, but
you better be good at it.
Yeah. Like seriously. But yeah, so there we go. We've read all the things. We did the Grand Archives.
This is so exciting. We got a lot done today.
We did, and now next week we will come back and we will do The Last of Lothric. And then
The Last of Lothric?
The Last of Lothric Castle, yeah.
Wow.
This will take you at a quick peek.
I don't know if I'm ready for Lothric.
We're gonna take a quick peek at this one part, just so you can see what we're getting up into. Because it's fun. It's fun that way. It's fun to see what we're getting into.
It is fun to see what we're getting into. That's true.
Go over here. I'm gonna run up here. And this is extra fun because when we die, we come back here. We got to go this whole elevator situation.
I love that.
Every time.
It's better than the alternative. I'll take it over the alternative.
True. And we get all these dudes. We get the Framped. We get the wax guy. We get I guess that's the wet nurse. That must be the high priestess. Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at the three pillars. Although why is Framped one of the pillars?
Yeah, why is there's Framped and there's a king?
Is Framped one of the angels? Is that what we're to understand?
Maybe Framped is one of the angels. Maybe. I don't know. It's a weird time. So then
I'm opening my mind to Frampt being
there's
an
a
angel.
stairwell over that way.
Oh, okay.
And there's
Ooh,
a
and you hear
stairwell
wind.
over this way that goes up
Oh my.
to a big Castlevania, some Castlevania bullshit. And you can see that there's a long stairwell and some barricades.
Oh my.
Yeah. And if we look back at us, there's these weird, there's this going on back here that we're going to go up to. So we got two directions at the top of this castle. We're
We're
at the
excited
top
to see
of
how
the
this all
world
goes.
basically here now.
This is big. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna see some sights. I
We're
think.
gonna see some shit next time. So that's what we'll start next week, and we'll figure out how we're doing it. But until then, Trevor, where can the people find you? What have you been up to? Plug your stuff.
So for me, it's been a little bit quiet. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Although I am thinking about, I've been thinking about the possibility of recording my book as an audio book and how that would look. So I might drop a little sample of that as a work progress on the podcast tomorrow. But lots of really interesting interviews in the pipes. Lots of interesting series coming back off the ground. Just getting all my ducks in the row for the new year. But my big essay for the year is still up on the Substack until I find another platform to use. And what else? I've been, just been kind of playing video games, trying to get through them as best I can, and just having fun. Hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to see some really interesting stuff up on the podcast. I know that Danganronpa 3 is picking up again this weekend, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
That's exciting.
Oh, and Tenchi Muyo is going to be back.
Oh, good.
I forgot. The biggest fan of the Tenchi Muyo
Tenchi Muyo, baby.
is currently on the call with me. So yes,
Yeah.
The Tenchi, we're gonna be talking Tenchi Side series.
Look, they were Pioneer owned Tenchi and brought it to America, and Pioneer made Laserdiscs, and that's just what the world was like at the time. So you had a very minimal, a narrow selection of anime on Laserdisc, but
yeah, you were
being
watching
said,
Lum or
it
you were watching
fucking
Tenchi.
ruled.
It is good.
I had Bubblegum Crisis too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I have made enemies by saying that Tenchi is good, but I will stand by my.
Who fucking comes at you for saying Tenchi's good?
People hate Tenchi.
People are fucking weirdos.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucking go fucking watch One Piece or whatever the fuck.
Tenchi rocks.
Tenchi's like the only good harem anime.
It is, and I really enjoy especially the early ones because some of the people I don't want to be part of the harem are not currently. Although I know from understanding that they will become part of the harem as the series goes on, but that's okay. We all have our flaws, and Tenchi is as God made him.
Are these faces on this?
I think they're just. Is that?
Yeah, I think it's
just
just
filigree?
blobby designs, and I'm just doing pareidolia.
Yeah. Love Pareidolia.
All right, everyone. I'm
what
going to
are you
have an
working on,
article
Dia?
coming out next week, I think, about the Black Onyx, a classic PC-88 RPG that was a big seller in Japan, and I will be poking at its legacy, but mostly I'm just going to be using it as an excuse to write about some of my favorite RPGs from ago that I think everyone should play, and I can't write about because they're not evergreen. It is not evergreen to write about Hydelide and Dragon Slayer, despite the fact that I believe it should be.
The Black Onyx is not a game everyone's going to immediately want to play when they hear about it?
No, because they'll probably just be like, I could go play any other game like this now.
Hydelide rocks, though. I got to go play Hydelide.
Hydelide fucking rules.
Hydelide's so good.
In writing this article, I learned about the Pro Jared scandal, which I had missed because I wasn't a part of games when that happened.
Oh, the Pro Jared scandal is so annoying. I'm jealous that you missed that up until this point.
I missed that. I was like, who is this asshole? Why is he so terrible? Why is he ranting about Hydlide the same way Angry Video Game Nerd is ranting about Hydlide, and Em and Jackson were like, "You don't know about Pro Jared?" I was like, "No, who is this asshole? He's ugly and he sucks. Why would I know about him?"
I mean, that you did get the moral of Pro Jared initially, like from the get go. You understood what there was to understand about Pro Jared.
Wow, it was a lot to learn. Yeah, the era that I wasn't in games was a good time. Apparently, it was a good time to not be in games. It would seem.
Yeah, no, I every time anyone, I mean, maybe that's all eras in games, because every time anyone's like, yeah, it's pretty awful period of time, like from like 2005 to 2012 in video games. And I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't playing them then. And they're like, you were lucky not to be.
I basically ducked out. I basically ducked out right around the time when I was like, okay, I understand that you guys think Yahtzee is funny, but he's not smart, and this sucks.
I remember watching like a couple of thinking, and then realizing what I think is someone saying instead of saying fear, saying FEAR, and then realizing, well, that's just annoying. That's what an annoying person thinks is funny, and then just ducking out for a while.
Yeah.
I got to work on myself.
But anyway, I've got an article about RPGs coming out that thankfully Mark punted on it, so I got to do it. Shout out to Mark Normandin. Go read Mark's stuff. Mark rates good stuff for Pace. Mark rates good stuff for Mark.
Yeah, no, we'll be Inside Info will be moving his Tiny Letter over to some other thing, because Tiny Letter is ending. So yeah, I guess some
everyone's all fucked up about Tiny Letter ending. It sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But
Mark's moving his. It's not ending. So you can go keep an eye out for that. You can start anew.
Yeah, I'll be tweeting about wherever Mark's Tiny Letter ends up, because it's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna read about games.
You get some honest to god alternative takes on video games.
And you'll read about someone who's actually played the retro games before they write about them, which is something that very few people actually do. It's surprising.
Which is why you get takes like, oh, Mario 3 is good, but it's not as good as X Kirby game. And then everyone gets mad. And it's like, when's the last time you played these games?
Yeah, a lot of times you look at a list and you go, you haven't played this game in 20 years, have you? And then they go, no. And you go, it shows. Because you would know if you did that it's bad.
You wouldn't like it as much.
But I think that's the only thing that's really exciting with me. We got, Em and I are going to be continuing Club Dead. If you're not watching the Club Dead LP, you should go watch that, because that's our latest adventure. And it is a fun FMV game with a very young Nick Oppenheimer.
Oh, that's funny.
Not Oppenheimer.
Offenheimer.
Offerman. Nick
Offerman. Not Oppenheimer either. Huh. None of these are right. This is interesting. Yeah, I was like Oppenheimer. I don't know who that is. And I was like, it sounds like Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman is a very young actor at that, and doing an amazing job. And it also is Dr. Addison Montgomery from Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, aka Kate Walsh's first starring role.
Wow.
It's her first acting credit. Yeah. If you go to IMDb, it's like you go down to the bottom and you're just like, wow, Club Dead. That's the first thing you did. As the
stars of the sitcoms you love, and not, I guess Grey's isn't a sitcom. The stars
it's a medical
of
drama.
Network.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I conflate it because it's on a network. Everything on a network is sitcom too.
Yeah. No, it
Even
is.
the stuff I've watched.
I think it kind of.
But they're all here in Club Dead.
They're all here in Club Dead. Yeah, it's really wild. Go check that out. We have a very, very wild time doing that. Dollar patrons this month are going to get Manhunter New York, which is a very weird Sierra game. And $5 patrons are going to continue to get the continuing adventures of Vesper Hesperides in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and Rancis Wint in Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah, we've got a busy month of games and writing. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week here. Till then, remember, all is for the best in this, the best of all possible souls. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Jeez, we went so long.
We did. What time is it even?
It's
Oh my
almost
gosh.
1. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Go to bed.
You died 4 times.
4 times. Wow.
4 times. That's all.